Hi guys, welcome back. So earlier, it was actually last week now, I received some plants from Bez. I just want to show how they're getting in and talk you through them. See at the front here we've got some Vallis Nana. Once that settles in, it'll sort of straighten out a little bit and I can root it down properly. The substrate at the front here is very shallow, so it's really quite hard to root anything in. Prospernica palaustris, I believe that one's called there. Looks very similar to Houtonia palaustris, could even be the same plant, but that's that one. We have, I think that's called Ranunculus. I'll put the names in the little text box. Then we have Najas species there, like grassy type one, see it just there. We have Rotala rotundifolia mixed in with some Rotala indica. We have Ludwigia inclinata, just there, mixed in with Madidipsis deandra. You see the slightly different leaf structure. What else was there? I think that's it. Oh, and there's the Ludwigia colorata, maybe. I'll have to double check that one. But that's mixed in with the hygro there. The hygro is growing really well. Riccia fluitans is growing really well. Pugistamen helferi is growing really well. Hydrocotyle, verticillata is growing well. Those crypts are growing really well. Everything in this tank's doing really well, apart from the Anubias is starting to get a tiny bit of blackbeard algae on it. And seeing as I don't mess about with the CO2 in this tank, I can only guess that's from water changes. BBA is generally indicative of inconsistent CO2 levels. And the only big change to CO2 is going to be made when I do water changes on the tank, so that's all I can think. But we'll move over to this tank now. Well, I've done a little bit of a rescape, moved everything kind of over to this side, just to, well, I just thought it looked nicer. So we've got Cadamine laurata in here that Bez sent me, really nice. We've got a little bit of the Najas over there at the back and at the front just here. But everything in this tank's doing okay now. Some of the algae still remains from when it was in the old tank. The crypts, they're kind of coping. They're sending out new leaves all the time, which is great. There's some crypts over there as well. I got some pea gravel as well, just to, well, I don't really know what I was trying to do. But I kind of like the effect that it's got. It kind of merges it a bit better into the sand. So yeah, there we go, that's this tank. Everyone's doing fine. The lily has got plenty of leaves on the top, which I like, plenty of cover, stop my fish jumping. And over this side we've got the duckweed. Something else I'll show you above the water line here. I moved one of my terrestrial plants up here. It likes its roots being completely soaked, so that's fine. That should thrive in this water. I've got one strand of Crassula helminthi just down here. This is some hygro with the immersed leaves here. This is some hygro that I put in last night. Hopefully some of those leaves survive. It'll send out some new waxier ones so they won't dry out. And the hydrocotyle, you can see the leaves are much shinier, much thicker and waxier when they're above the water line. So there we go. There's a little update for you. I will see you next time.